That's the sound of another Dolphins win, and there's another episode of All Fin, where we go all in on the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go.
3 weeks, 3 dubs.
3 dubs.
Oh, it's a trifecta because we won 1-3, lost 3, won 3.
Yeah, but you know what?
Oh my, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
3 wins with QB1 back in town.
True.
Undefeated when he starts and finishes these games. You already know I'm going to talk my shit this episode.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk my shit because I had to hear so much for 2 fucking years. So guess what? We're letting it all out now.
Do you have your period? I'm just wondering.
No.
Whoa.
I just, people still talk shit. People still talk shit about this guy.
Nobody's even talking shit anymore. I feel like they're just waiting.
Oh, are you finally saying it? Are you finally going to say it?
What?
This is our franchise quarterback. Are you finally going to have those words come out of your mouth? Oh, no, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Yeah. You got it.
Hey, I already said it from the beginning. Before the season started, before he did good or bad, I said, I'm going to give him a full season to see what he's going to bring to the table. That's it. Why is that? At this point, I don't understand how you don't understand my logic behind what I'm saying. Like, why should I say 3 games, 4 games? He's good.
We haven't even got it to the pre-flop, bro. Go
ahead.
Let's go.
For those of you who don't know what they were talking about, because a name was never mentioned, they were talking about
needs to be mentioned. I think they know.
Star quarterback Tua. I cannot say your last name.
Tagovailoa.
Oh, you're a fan, right?
I'm a day one fan.
You're a day one fan?
Day one.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into the pre-flop, but we're going to talk about this past week's game. We had a game versus the Bears, and if you listen closely, Justin Fields is still running out there.
The Flintstones tweet. This guy.
We're going to get into it. We're going to go ahead and flip the cards. When we flip the cards, the high card will go first. Last week's winner. Who was last week's winner?
It was me. DJ Khaled. He's not here.
Yeah, it was DJ Khaled. He was gone. Yeah.
He sends his regards.
Yeah. We the best. So since we had DJ Khaled win last week, we're just gonna go ahead and flip the cards. I'm gonna start with my left hand side. Alejandro Ortega, as always, with the 9 of clubs. Martin with the ace of spades.
Have the floor.
Well, actually, the diamond. Sorry.
Okay, so we got a very good game from Tua. I'm not gonna lie, back-to-back games of pretty flawless throwing, decision making, execution, whatever you say. And Justin Fields was very close to having just as good a game. Obviously, it wasn't all throwing, but it's not what you want to see from your defense, obviously, because Justin Fields, although he's been getting better week by week, he's not your typical quarterback you're really worried about going into the week. Although we called that we knew that he was going to have a pretty good game.
Yes.
I didn't think he was going to have a record-breaking rushing game, but overall, I expected that. Our weakness has always been, for the last couple years, running quarterbacks, ones that stretch the field, extend the plays, and he showed that we were right. So, yeah.
So this pre-flop, I'm not even going to speak about the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to speak just about one player, Tua Tagovailoa. And I did call it.
He's on the Dolphins, right?
I did call it. He's on it. But we don't need to mention the team right now. We just need to mention the stellar play we are getting from our quarterback. And this guy, let me read off some stats for you guys, okay? Let me read off some stats.
I just want to say the number 3 was thrown out at the beginning of this episode. I believe Tua has won the past 3 games where he's thrown for 3 touchdowns in each game?
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the Steelers game.
Not the Steelers
game you can wipe off.
Oh, that's very true. Very
every
true.
quarterback has
3 touchdowns in the past 2 games.
You could wipe it off, though?
Every quarter, guess what? It still ended in a dub, and Tua's record as a starter is 19-9. So go fuck yourself. Okay, through 9 weeks, we got first in passer rating, 115.9. First in QBR, 79.9. First in yards per attempt, 9.2. First in touchdown percentage. First in expected points added per play. Added net yards. Third in completion percentage.
Question? Are we a fan club or are we a podcast?
No, listen. We are a podcast, but there is a reason why the Dolphins are 6-3 right now.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead. What?
That's a lot of good stats, percentage-wise, all this.
Absolutely.
Where's he at in touchdowns?
He 15, and then he's ranking top 5.
I mean, I like a quarterback who scores some touchdowns, man.
He missed a couple games, and he's still ranked top 10. So,
but he has had a great couple weeks.
15-3, your ratio.
Again, nobody's knocking. No, you're kind of defending him this week, and nobody's actually knocked him this week.
But I'm just saying
But
the Miami
bring up my
Dolphins fan
frustration
base
for the last 2 years.
The Miami
of what
Dolphins
told my
fan
guy
base.
of what he can and cannot do. But what he's done these last 2 weeks has been huge. So, yeah, that's all I would. Go ahead, bro. I don't care.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I'm just saying yes, you had reason to speculate and ask your questions, but he has shown you.
Cut this guy out.
He has shown you why
He's talking too much about this guy.
is good.
Skinny,
why he is our
I'm
quarterback.
I'm gonna give you the L because at least Martin came out. At least Martin came out and said that Tua had a good game.
And get from the two guys that don't like Tua.
No,
so
wait.
no wonder why I'm getting
no.
I got picture proof.
I don't. I've learned, man. Do not get attached.
Picture proof. What are we gonna go back to Tannehill too? So we can show how.
I do not get attached, man. You ride the wave. You don't ride the name. You don't ride the player, man. You don't get attached. That's just what I've learned.
From the looks of it, Godo's been riding him for a little while.
If you notice, I don't wear jerseys or anything anymore. It's just logos, colors. So don't give me that.
All right, so let's go into the next segment. You guys are wasting
time. Like I said, I'm gonna go with Martin. He's gonna go with the first segment in this one. We're gonna get into the flop, where we're gonna talk about the flop, the worst moment of the game, worst aspect of the game, worst anything of the game. We're gonna go ahead and flip the card since we went with you first and Martin won the last segment. Martin, you get the first flip. You got a jack of hearts. Skinny, you're gonna take the ace of diamonds. Martin, start us off.
Yeah. Like I said, when someone doesn't show up, I've been honest about it. The defense back-to-back weeks look like they're really struggling out there. Either it's because they're missing players or they're just not playing well as a unit. Whatever the case may be, points are being put up on us. We're not able to stop Justin Fields this week. Last week, Jared Goff in the first half looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback, which he has been a Pro Bowl quarterback in his career, but we know the longevity of his career has not been that good after the Rams especially. So the defense to me was obviously the weakest link this week, and it's been back-to-back weeks. I think they're going to clean it up sooner or later when they get healthy. Overall,
you're hoping.
Okay, yeah. Again, just like
you've been banking on them the entire season, and they really haven't shown much.
They've had good games that you got to say they played. They came out to play the Bills game. They came out to play the Vikings game. I'm probably missing one more, but yeah, overall they haven't been playing great every game.
The only other one you can mention is the Steelers game, and you went against a rookie quarterback in prime time, and.
Bro,
come on!
But what is this?
Still
all right,
lost.
so hey,
Martin
played against the Bears defense that lost two of their best players, and he played against the Lions defense, which is one of the worst in the league.
You can
say you want to give them the credit.
Say all you want.
Martin,
but guess what? The Lions defense contained Aaron Rodgers this last week, and they barely allowed anything to Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts hasn't looked good this season, and Jalen Hurts only threw for 240 on them. Also, Dak Prescott
240 with what? How many touchdowns?
Who cares? They limited him to it, but still, he
Martin,
drops over 300 passing. So you're not going to credit him.
I do appreciate that you're sticking up for the defense, but the defense sucked. Okay?
Absolutely,
defense was trash.
There's nothing.
No drums. The defense was trash. They got knocked on like they were drums. All right.
100%.
All right.
When you're done taking your tampon out, go
ahead.
No.
They. It's been what 3 weeks? Well, not 3 weeks. 2 weeks of just getting beat on by these trash teams.
With
we're hurt, but if you're gonna be a good team, show your depth, man.
Show your depth. That's not on the defensive unit. That's on the lack of depth that the team has given us. So don't. Yes, you want your starting unit to be great week in, week out, but realistically speaking, on the road, you're playing with your fourth and fifth corners that you're starting alongside Howard. You're playing teams that are throwing. They're exposing our linebackers and our DBs right now with no pressure at the D line. Obviously, now with Chubb, I think things are going to change.
I think the defense didn't. Okay, they got pressure. The thing is, we didn't game plan the best. I think we went a little too much man coverage in this game, but I don't think it was a terrible game plan. If you watch the game a little bit more, you can see that they had the opportunities to make the plays.
Yeah,
they just
missed-
could
they
not.
tackle. They
We
couldn't
could not
tackle.
tackle for anything.
But that's
and,
been
and
the
you
thing
can,
all year. I said
you
it.
can clearly.
Me back in the defense, I've said we cannot tackle this year.
I know that, but they still suck, and you still continue to back them.
Yeah,
So it doesn't make
I
sense.
will. I will.
But
Just
like
Tua
we said,
sucked the last 2 years,
100%.
but you guys backed him. So
Yo,
whatever.
he sucked or the team sucked? The team sucked
he-
and the coach sucked. Correct. There you go.
Year one, the team didn't suck. Year one, you
Year
really
one,
didn't
the team
see
was
any-
trash.
No, year one.
Year one was
Quick
trash.
question. What I want to remind you guys is that we were 1 win away from making the playoffs the last 2
Two
years. And
years,
guess what
yes,
didn't
yes.
happen?
We didn't make
Tua
the
didn't
playoffs.
come up clutch.
Okay.
Just saying. Be realistic.
Okay, and you have a coach that game plans in a rain cold game. Oh, we're gonna go and throw 35 times. Okay, great job.
Look at the team.
Okay, I need to talk. It's my turn. You had your time when you're
before you start. I heard there were weather machines that were ordered over Tennessee Stadium or whatever the heck it is. Too.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
They hadn't.
Coach Flores hired them.
This fucking guy. Yeah, let's not even start with Flo. But yeah, so we just couldn't tackle. And Chicago went in with the game plan, because even at the beginning of the game, they were just throwing sideways, screens, get the ball out quick, and they knew we weren't going to make the tackles.
We knew that was the problem going in.
It was ridiculous, man. The defense needs to definitely step it up. And yet, as we discussed a couple episodes before, we haven't really seen a great complementary game where the defense backs the offense backs the defense, special teams as it gets involved. Even though we did get some good special teams this weekend, with a big pump block from Jalen Phillips. And for some reason, Van Ginkel's always the one that picks it up and runs to the end zone. But the special teams did help out. But defense, man, I'm worried now big time that our defense, I'm hoping we got to give a shout out to Chris Greer because it's been a while since we've done an episode for landing Bradley Chubb, but we're hoping now we could get some good front four pressure and let our linebackers and our DBs do their thing so these guys can just tee off. And I expect a couple sacks this week since Brissett's a little bit of a statue, but defense needs to come back big this game this week.
You guys mentioned the addition of Bradley Chubb. How are you guys feeling about the D-line? Speaking about how we weren't getting pressure in the last week.
Well, I feel like we got the pressure. There was a bunch of missed tackles that could have been sacks.
Yeah.
Could have been tackles for loss, whatever it could have been, short passes. But it's been literally 9 weeks and 9 weeks of bad tackling. That I've said. Although I feel like we played better than what people are saying on the defensive side. Yes, the tackling has been the number one issue. Other than depth, whatever's on the field has not been tackling well. That's been the biggest issue.
I think simply our D-line's not playing bad, man, but Justin Fields just had a day. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, I'm not.
Was it 177 rushing yards? Huh? 177, 78?
178 with 123
career high. Yeah. Career high, and he looked like prime day Michael Vick out there this last Sunday.
Another question to ask you guys before we end the flop. You guys both said the defense was the flop of the game. You did mention Chris Greer making moves. We mentioned Bradley Chubb. How are you guys feeling about Jeff Wilson? The addition, him coming in, showing an immediate impact. What do you feel about that?
Major addition. And I love how physical he runs and the presence he brings out of the backfield, being able to catch the ball, unlike Chase Edmonds. But yeah, man, he's...
What did I say? What did I say?
I think Jeff Wilson can end up taking this number one spot.
No,
honestly,
that I don't.
I think so.
I don't say 100%. I feel like it's going to be based on the scheme, what we're looking to do. If we're playing from behind, Jeff Wilson will be in because he's the better pass catcher.
Yeah.
But Mostert is, to me, the better runner. I do feel like when we're in a balanced scheme, when we're looking to kill some clock, Mostert will be the guy. And that's why I don't think we're going to have an RB1 this year, especially now that Edmonds, thank God, is gone. We have more of a balanced backfield. So we don't have to worry about, we have to bring in this guy because this guy's not doing the job. I think it's going to be much nicer. It's probably going to see more running, hopefully. But obviously, we need to be ahead or in the game in order to be running the ball.
Okay.
But yeah,
we said it
Chris
too.
Greer.
We said that. We thought it was going to be Kareem Hunt, but it ended up being
Jeff
Wilson because obviously he knows the scheme.
That's what I was going to say. It made more sense. He knows the scheme. He knows the coach.
Which is stupid by 49ers. McCaffrey can't stay healthy.
But they don't need him right now. Like how many?
They have Mitchell.
McCaffrey
you go down that.
He's been hurt. He's coming back now.
He's coming back.
He's been hurt the last 2 seasons. You're gonna depend on him.
Well,
instead of
this is a
Jefferson.
Dolphins show, not a 49ers show.
We will see them soon. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, a couple weeks. My point is the flop of the game was Justin Fields running for 178 yards. Obviously the defense couldn't keep up. They really couldn't cover him.
Jason
Just him.
Sanders.
Jason Sanders, man. Wow, you just
needed
got
to
me
be
angry,
mentioned.
man.
You just needed to be mentioned in this
You
fucking
just
segment.
got
Come
me
on, you
angry,
guys.
man. That was a huge flop.
Why can't we have at least somebody coming in to try out? Like we haven't got any reports of that coming
We're
out.
paying him.
No, I understand. I don't care. But this guy keeps on costing you and keeping you in these
Well,
close games.
That missed field goal, the 29-yarder, bro. I'm sorry. That was the wind. It was 14 miles per hour. I get it. You don't
Chip
expect
shot.
a kicker to miss that,
Buddy,
but we've
Chip
seen
shot, bro.
extra points being missed.
Come
when
on.
you're a kicker in the NFL,
It happens.
you
man.
got one job.
I'm sorry, but there's only 2 or 3 kickers in this league that you can count on, and those are still kind of suspect. The only one is Tucker to me.
Bro, but it's
Tucker's the
only
only one-
29
Yo.
yards, man. These guys
Bro,
do
he
this.
missed an extra point a couple weeks ago, Tucker. So like,
It's
it happens.
so it's showing you that Sanders something's wrong.
It's
with
in his head already. It's in his head.
Something's
Forget about it.
wrong
It's in
with
his head.
him, or I don't know. I can't tell you. Teddy's holding the laces sideways.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Morstead. Morstead's holding.
yeah.
Morstead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
I want to go give the win to my left-hand side, Alejandro Ortega. He mentioned Greer made some moves that opened the conversation for us. Showed that Bradley Chubb on the D-line could possibly help us. Maybe it could help our
He didn't have a bad game. He got
cover
pressure.
more.
Him and Phillips both got pressure. He just got to close.
I noticed you guys when I pick one of you guys to win, the other one makes like an angry face or like gets quiet for a quick second. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with you. You also mentioned the biggest flop of the game as Jason Sanders.
Well, along with the defense, yeah,
well,
it's a part of it.
No, I'm gonna say it's Jason Sanders because honestly, if he makes that kick, we don't have to go for it on 4th down like we did. I think it was 2 or 3 times.
It still would have been a 6-point game.
We're gonna talk about that play.
You mean that play? Oh, okay.
Go ahead and introduce our next segment, Skinny.
We're right on schedule, right? Right on schedule.
Wait,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So up next we have our turning point. I couldn't even almost say it because it's
The turning point will be when Ralph remembers the segment. That will be the turning point.
Maybe in week 6. Who knows?
I knew the segment, man. It's just always good to switch it up every here and there, man.
But yeah, so turning point,
Flip the damn
moment
cards.
of the game where the momentum shifted our way, and our MVP, who was our top performer of the day. Go ahead, flip the cards. Let's see.
Where are we going with first?
Just go.
Let's see.
He won the
He
segment.
did win the last segment.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. That's gonna be me, and our top performer of the game. As much as you guys think I'm gonna say Tua, I'm gonna say Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
So this man was
Easy.
open all day, and you can obviously see he's a big part of the reason why Tua has such a confidence in him,
You
his
think?
play right now. But at the end of the day, every quarterback needs help. Every quarterback needs a shiny toy. You didn't see the growth in Josh Allen until he got Stephon Diggs. Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne and all these great people. Give Tua finally with some weapons, and we're seeing how good he can play and produce for you. But yeah, man, Tyreek Hill went off this game. It seemed he just couldn't be unguardable on his touchdown. It seemed like the corner was just too scared to get beat, and he was wide open on a 5-yard out. Gave us a great backflip, good celebration for the week. But yeah, man, this man seems unstoppable. Leading the league in how many teams is he out receiving? I think it was like 9 or 12.
No,
We're somewhere in that range.
I think it's around 9. Yeah.
And that is absurd. This man's on pace to break 2K and offensive player of the year right now at the midpoint of the season.
Before we move on to Martin, you said something about Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. He got all those guys young. He didn't get them proven.
Are you joking? These are Hall of Fame players.
Yeah, but don't compare Peyton Manning to this guy.
I'm just saying. No, all that I'm saying is that a
That's
quarterback,
honestly what's even getting me.
a quarterback. The
Did
only
you just
point,
really do that?
The only point I'm
Hold up.
making is a quarterback
That's
needs
nothing.
help.
Has everybody seen the Dan Marino comparison? I'm like, bro, I gotta turn the. I wish I could turn the channel off.
The only thing I've seen the comparison was the 300 games in 3 back-to-back.
No, but people
But that's
are saying,
a stat comparison.
no,
It's
people
not
are
a play
fucking putting
comparison.
it out there, and I'm like, bro, like, are you serious?
Dolphins
Yeah.
fans are desperate, bro. It's just what it is. So anytime you can mention Dan Marino, you fucking mention him. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I guess, bro. So the turning point to me was the block punt.
Yeah.
The block punt changed. It was obviously the only like good outlook for the defense that slash special teams. They were pretty atrocious prior to that. The
And
fact
after.
that we were able to get that block punt, score a touchdown on that play, gave us a little more wiggle room. Obviously, I'm not saying that it broke open the game, but it helped us, our offense, stay off the field another drive. And you saw they kept cooking. So at the end of the day, yeah, that for me easily was a turning point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. Like I feel like we like I said in the first segment, we got to get this complementary game going, man. Everybody has to feed off each other, and I think once we get there,
But I've said okay,
we're gonna be. Go.
you're saying that, but what were we talking about the first 3 weeks? That
No,
we
yeah,
weren't
that-
getting a full game of the offense either.
Yeah.
We
We
were
weren't.
getting the defense stepping up, and then at the end, the offense will come up and save us, which is fine. You expect your quarterback to come up, and if you're down 10 points, hey, you're the guy. You need to lead us. You have a great offensive complementary team around you. Put those
Mhm.
points up, and now we're seeing it from the offense, and the defense is not putting their part. So yes, but make sure you look at both sides and be like, all right, now we're not getting it from the defense. The offense is now doing what the defense was doing before. Yeah.
But I still think it was gonna take a couple weeks to get everything in motion, man.
Because that was before the injury too. That was before everything happened. The offense wasn't looking good in the first 3 quarters of the game.
Oh no, and they came out and showed out. Well, they had a tough matchup versus Buffalo, but yeah, you definitely saw it in the Baltimore game. And I still stick to my guns on the Patriots game. There was no threat. There was no threat in that game, so we kind of coasted. But yeah, we got to play a full game of football, 100%.
I think we're gonna get it. It's a week 9.
You think it comes this week?
I think at home the defense has obviously played really good this year. Like every game this year at home, we've looked really good. So yes, I do think now with the second week of Chubb getting some playing time, it's gonna fucking look disgusting out there.
I really hope.
I'm sorry, but even like I keep saying, that lack of depth at defense has been a big problem. Having Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, Melvin Ingram even stepped in the end of the game.
No, he was mad too. He was pointing, went straight to the sideline.
Why would he lose his playing time? Like I feel like the only one that should be losing
You can tell he lost a step, bro.
Agba. Why are you
No,
out there?
Agba's still yet to show
But I'm
up.
saying that,
Agba-
they showed the stats. Through week 9, he probably had like, I think it was like 7 sacks, like 10 tackles for loss, something like that. And this year he has 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss.
Yeah.
I think like 2 QB pressures. It's really sad what we're seeing from him, and that's why we saw Melvin Ingram excel, because he was getting the playing time. But Agba's still there, so it's like now Chubb, Phillips, Ziegler, Wilkins.
Big shout out to
Davis.
Melvin Ingram. I saw him make a play in this last week's game. That was a
end of the
big play.
game.
Yeah.
That was
a
his.
huge play. Yeah.
That was the big sack.
My turning point is gonna be the addition of Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
This kid balled. Every time he touched the ball, it was a big run.
And it wasn't. He didn't even need the ball. He literally just what he gave us out there is crazy.
Big time boost.
From what I saw, it was literally almost 4 to 5 yards of carry, almost.
I know he had like 50 yards. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm not
53,
highlighting
and then
the
he caught
stats.
some. Yeah.
It's just you saw that we were able to trust him out there.
Bro, runs hard, man.
That's what I like.
Gets
the most,
open.
Man.
Good
Hits
hands.
the hole. That's
yeah,
it. Just
hits
goes.
the hole. Yeah.
He just goes. That's it.
I really love the way we use them.
And big shout out to our O-line.
Yes.
O-line
yes.
has improved drastically. You
Yeah.
definitely see an improvement without Eichenberg, and Robert Jones has come in and filled in nicely. He's not playing perfect or anybody,
I'm sorry,
which nobody's going to play.
Armstead out there, everything's going to look a lot better. Bro.
He's looking good, and the O-line looks solidified, at least for now. At least for now.
Austin Jackson hopefully comes out back soon, man. I would like to see.
I like this 5. I like this 5 we have set. Shell is playing great right now.
But down the line, you need the depth. We spoke about the depth at the beginning
yeah.
of this episode. You need the depth.
For sure, 100%. I'm with you. But right now, if you could keep this 5, keep them. No problem.
So
damn.
I'm waiting for you.
No, I don't know what to say, man. I mean,
well, you didn't say something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm gonna have to go with Martin, man. I'm just gonna say because
I don't even remember who we picked.
He said that the punt was the turning point,
okay.
which honestly it was. It got us ahead.
Because it gave us a comfortable lead.
Got us a comfortable lead.
21
Wow,
10, yeah.
this guy was
but Justin Fields came right back and
boy.
ran with the
Exactly.
60-yarder.
So you needed that lead to make sure you were comfortable all game.
Offense was on it, bro.
Yeah,
They
your
would've made
offense
Turning
obviously
point.
came through,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
the
I will-
turning
you're right.
point of the
You're right.
game
Turning
was
point.
the point.
Thank you.
You're
Man. I
right.
appreciate it. Next time I'll give them a definition so you can fucking understand what a turning point is. All right, so next
Now
up,
you see what I mean? They get salty now.
I'm just saying,
you know
bro.
what I mean,
Yeah.
man? Martin, go ahead. Flow us into the next segment, man.
you got me.
We're talking shit about him. And that's the motherfucker.
We're gonna
got
flow
you.
into next game into the river.
There we go.
All right, we're gonna speak about next week's game versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, fuck you.
Jacoby Brissett, revenge game. You think he's gonna come out to play? I think this is the week we tee off on him. I'm counting 4 sacks from the defense,
I think,
and
again, go ahead.
I continue saying it every week. Like I think the defense finally comes and plays a game. But are we waiting for the cards or are we fucking the cards this time?
Hey,
Just
you're
go
not
ahead,
gonna
you
get a
start
head
it.
start,
I'm
buddy.
just
No,
saying,
you're not
you
gonna get a
started
head
already.
start, buddy. We're still gonna
But-
flip these damn
Go
cards.
ahead.
You go
Okay,
first.
I can go.
You
Good
go
thing I
first,
started.
Ace of Hearts.
I want to say the one thing I want to see on the field is just a comfortable game where we play with a lead. I feel like we haven't been able to do that this season because either, like Martin said, our offense didn't perform up to their standards in the beginning of the season, and now with the offense performing, our defense is just allowing teams to walk into the end zone. So things need to be cleaned up. Our offense is clicking right now. I just want to see a game where we win by 10 or more. 10 or more. I don't want to see any more of these heart attacks. The team has the ball at the end, and because our offense couldn't close out, that's my one criticism of Tua this week. You know, you missed the 4th down play where Smythe turns his head and you throw a bad ball, and then you underthrow Waddle on a wide open touchdown.
Thank
He
you.
should have walked in. And
Thank you. I was gonna mention that.
no. I see both sides, bro. I see both sides.
I mean,
But-
I'm not mad about the throw to Smythe. I'm more mad about the
other
Waddle
one,
one,
100%. But it looked like since he saw the pressure coming, he thought he was gonna get a
But
wide open.
that puts the game away. That's
Oh,
just where I'm
100%.
upset about it.
And
I
it-
mean,
you-
you could miss that throw early in the game, but at the end of the game, it's so critical.
You have
that
to deliver
you
the kill
need-
shot.
yeah.
But I think the one that was easier was the Smythe one. So why isn't that the more 4th and 1? And he has perfect blocking.
But
and he rushed the
The
pass.
thing is that you even saw him go talk to him right after the play. It looked like
He's
as he
I
was
messed up. I
going,
messed up. Just walking.
as he was going to throw the ball, you see Smythe turn his head and he's trying. Maybe he tried to pull it back, and that's where it came. Why is he looking back anyways? I've never seen a receiver other than you're in the end zone do that. It doesn't make sense.
It looked more like he thought Tua was going to run and he was going to block. That was
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
the only thing that makes sense to me.
But he was still pretty deep behind there, man.
You how much running room Tua would have had?
Yeah, you're right. But
It's crazy. And he's been running every the last since he's been back. He's
Yeah,
been running,
yeah.
so you're like, all right, this guy's crazy right now. He's crazy.
but man,
But
that play right there was just a kick to the balls, bro.
No, but to me, to me,
Tua is crazy, man. He doesn't slide.
to me, the turning point. I mean,
Turning point.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Well, what you were saying, I think the most important throw of the game was that 4th and 1. It could have changed the outlook of the 4th quarter. We could have probably got a first down, killed the clock, and things would have probably looked smoother the rest of the way instead of going back and forth. Oh, hopefully they don't score. Hopefully they don't score.
God. We got lucky with the no PI call.
But
Yes,
what
that
I
was
wanna-
bad.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was
That
bad.
could have been avoided.
Take it.
That could have been avoided if that 4th and 1 happens. But this is what I really want to say is that this is the first time since the Bills game that we're going to see a crazy pass rush. Can Tua escape the rush? Look poised like he's been doing.
He's looked
I
so
don't
clean
care.
in the pocket.
This is the first. Miles Garrett
Yeah.
is amazing. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I would love to Bradley Chubb, Miles Garrett. Either one, I would have preferred
would.
Miles Garrett, but
He's going up against
Hey,
a Pro
and-
Bowl.
No, and they have a pretty good D tackle.
they're
They-
good.
yeah,
They're good.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
good.
plays the opposite
Their
side.
D line. Oh, that's right.
Garrett
That's
plays
right.
the opposite side, so
Wait.
you're gonna need to chip block him.
That's right.
So my boy's not gonna
Don't
be
they
out
also
there
have Jadeveon Clowney right now?
But that's who's
Oh,
gonna go
your
with
boy,
Armstead.
your boy.
My boy,
You're gonna mention him?
Gesicki, he's not gonna be out there. that much
One
this game.
catch, 3 yards.
Yeah, because they're
Stat
not
check.
using him. He would have made that catch. That's my thing.
He wouldn't have made that block that Hunter Long made at the end. He would have whiffed and an easy
He
first
did
down.
block us.
This is
He
the
did
first game
block
we
us
see
on
Hunter Long.
Instagram.
Oh, he did block us. Yeah,
on
fuck you, Mike.
Twitter. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Damn, Mike.
Is this
Damn.
the first game that Hunter Long has been playing? Because I don't think I've seen.
He gets some snaps of here and there,
All right,
but
so I haven't seen him, so he hasn't shown enough either. So we're gonna see a lot of Smythe out there. doing chip
I
blocks.
imagine, yeah.
Because if not,
And
Miles
not even
Garrett's
that,
gonna have
Jeff Wilson was dropping some
Jeff,
chips
yeah.
out there.
Hold up,
El
you're
Jefe.
Oh, Mostert later come
Mostert
too.
also
Mostert
too,
laid
yeah.
someone out.
Mostert
I don't know
did
who
lay
it was, but he
someone out.
laid someone out, and he gave Tua enough time, and he messed it up.
Oh,
But
fuck off.
Miles Garrett and that pass rush is going to be crazy. That defense is not one to play around with. I think this is the best pass rush we've seen since the Bills
Mhm.
game. And the Bills game, we saw we had trouble.
Yeah.
We had a lot of trouble playing at home too. It wasn't even an away game. So for us to
Well,
have
that
trouble,
game Armstead went down. He went down with the toe
No, he
injury,
went out
didn't
the
he?
Jets
It was
game.
it was the Jets game. That's right.
let's see. That to me is going to be the biggest thing. And again, another running back that we're going to probably have trouble with.
That's what I was
Absolutely.
gonna say. Yeah.
1-2 punch.
I was gonna say with the way our defense has been looking, as much as our linebackers,
I think it's
DBs.
gonna be a back-to-back. And people are saying Brissett, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care about Brissett. Run game, pass rush. That's gonna be the
Nick
problem.
Chubb is the leading rusher in the NFL right now, or the second.
If not,
Yeah.
he's 1 or 2, whatever.
Then
nasty.
you got
Should be
Kareem
interesting.
Hunt, who could easily be starting on another team and leading the league in
On
rushing
the
as
Dolphins,
well.
probably.
And then honestly, I'm more scared about having Kareem Hunt out on that field versus your linebackers.
Yeah.
With the way he could run routes, the way he could catch, it's just a mismatch. Fucking
Anybody, for anybody.
yeah.
Even Jerome Baker. It's a mismatch.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You do have to be worried about Brissett. He knows you. I mean, even though we run a completely different
I don't think I'm worried about that. I feel like
Yeah.
he's Amari Cooper. If
Amari
X,
Cooper,
If X is on him one-on-one, great. I feel comfortable. But if for whatever reason he has to either get off the field or not covering him one-on-one, Amari Cooper is scary.
yeah.
Amari Cooper is the best and the worst hands in the NFL.
And let's see that they're saying Njoku might come back. He was having a
Oh.
great season projected before the ankle injury.
Don't sleep on Donovan Peoples-Jones. That guy has
He's
had
for
a
the people. He's for the people.
He's for the Donovan's he's had I think like
know
at
what
least
it is.
2 maybe 3 games where he's had like 10 catches right now.
10 claps.
He has the clap.
Oh shit! No, that's X. That's
Yeah,
X.
Don't block us, Xavier Howard, please.
Oh my god! No, this won't make it in because you assholes won't tag him.
Oh,
This guy. Players
Players
are sensitive, bro. They have feelings.
yeah.
I can tell Tua has a lot of.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
this guy got butthurt. They found out he was married. Congratulations, so we know you're a dad now.
I mean, it's not for sure.
You found the
Maybe.
surrogate?
We're done. Thank you guys for another episode of All Fin. Well, this week we're not gonna have a winner because Martin just ruined us for the next couple weeks. It's over.
Now Tua's gonna block
Now
us.
Tua's gonna block us.
That was a joke. you
Tua Non's
pansies.
gonna get on us now.
Okay, before we
Take it
go,
on me, block me. Don't block the show.
God,
Trust me,
man.
I have my own
I'm a
comments.
fan, bro. I'm a fan. I've been rocking since day one.
If you want to block him, look at his shirt.
Exactly. Oh,
Tune out, yeah.
Tune out,
Tune them
man.
out. Tune them out. Okay, game predictions.
There.
What are you going with, bro?
Bro.
Other than the surrogate. What?
I really hope the people keep watching this episode.
to me, I think
Oh, man.
we'll pull it out. Not like
He didn't Tua. Not
Yeah,
like Tua.
not like
Oh,
Tua.
my God.
We don't know if it's his kid though. Like, how could
Bro.
Michael Jackson has 3 kids, and we're still questioning.
those are not his kids. Those are definitely
All
not
right,
his
so
kids.
now for real. I think we'll pull it out. We'll pull out a win this week at home. Our defense plays a lot better at home. Our offense is obviously clicking, so I think we'll have a better outlook. I think this might be your first complete game, but
We hope.
that D line is what I'm. That's D line and Chubb. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, so final score? Are we doing that? Or not?
Go. Yeah,
Go
we're
ahead,
doing it.
man.
I think we're gonna do 24-14.
Okay.
Okay, 10-point win from you. Okay. I'm going to go a little higher. I do think we'll win by 2 possessions. Let's go 34-21.
On this with that pass rush, we're gonna get 34 points.
34-21. This offense is clicking, bro. I think our defense will at least play average, which should be fine.
The Browns
But-
have put up points versus certain teams.
No,
and the
I know
run-
they have, but
and
they've played
this
some
is
really
what-
good games
this
and they've
is gonna
played some
hurt
bad
us.
games.
This is going to hurt us. If their defense plays well versus us and they're able to control the clock with the run game, we're not going to have the offense out as much as we want
But
to.
this is what I think we're gonna jump out to an early lead on this one, and then you're gonna force Brissett to at least have to throw more than they run.
All right.
So
So who's your MVP for this game?
MVP.
As long as you already give your prediction. So
Yes.
Who
Yeah.
do you think is going to be the reason we win if you're saying we're going to win?
I'm gonna say we're winning this week because of Xavier Howard. I'm calling. He gets a pick this week,
Ooh.
and he gets his confidence back. I'm gonna go with X to gives us the
X going
the turning point. He'll be my turning point next week. I'm predicting.
My pick this week, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins.
Okay, I was going to say pick that first. Sorry,
I always pick the Dolphins. There's nothing else to pick.
Retard. I thought you're going to pick the MVP before you pick.
No. Picking the Dolphins to win. Dolphins are winning 27-10. My MVP this week will
Your
be.
games are always blowouts. You know this?
Yeah, but we've never had one.
Maybe you should pick a close one and we fucking win a blowout.
7-3
with time.
Yeah,
with time,
all
okay.
right.
Does Jason Sanders miss a field goal?
27. That was gonna be my.
we're
That
doing
was
props.
gonna be my
We're
prop.
doing props.
So it's gonna be 27-10. Tua will have 2 touchdowns only this week. Tua will throw an interception for the first time in 3 weeks. Yes, Tua will.
Will it be a mistake or will it be an under pressure throw? Mistake meaning he just makes a bad pass.
Nah.
Under pressure,
I can't
Come
see
on.
that far. I'm not Nostradamus.
Yeah, exactly.
So- It's just a quit.
Nah, you're pulling strings.
Yeah,
I know I'm asking.
I can't see that far. I can't tell you if it was his fault or somebody else's.
Does
But he
Mike
will have a
McDaniel
pick.
have another moment where he looks like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with the
No,
clock?
no. He's at home. I feel like he'll be like good.
That's his only criticism is still getting it out.
Okay, so this past week, I want to say the good coaching move he made, even though it didn't work out for him. He stayed away from Jason Sanders because obviously we know something's going on with Jason Sanders.
It was the win. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah,
That 4th and 1 was
I
too
didn't-
far to take a field goal and too close to punt. Go ahead.
yeah, but I like the fact that he didn't roll with Jason Sanders. That's my thing.
No, the offense was rolling.
Can,
and
Yeah.
you're hoping
can I
they're
get
gonna
my MVP?
I just
Okay,
really,
but I haven't said my MVP yet.
I know you did.
I'm
Go
giving
ahead.
you
I
props.
thought you were just picking the Dolphins.
No.
Dolphins are MVP. Go ahead.
I picked who was it that I picked last week? Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle.
Tyreek Hill deserves the MVP for last week. This week, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it to.
Say it. Jason Sanders.
I can't give it to Jason Sanders.
Oh, fuck that guy.
I'm gonna give it to Bradley Chubb.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna have some sacks this week.
I'm
Brissett's
gonna
a
give it to
statue,
Bradley
bro.
Chubb.
You get any
Bradley
pressure?
Chubb will have a forced fumble this week.
Ooh,
A forced fumble this week.
Do we
sexy.
recover? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you
I
that.
can look forward. You're pulling strings, man. You're pulling strings.
Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble. No, I'm not gonna go that far.
Well, easy.
So MVP this week, and I think the only chance of us being for sure good is the O-line. The O-line needs to be the MVP this week.
No, absolutely.
I think that's the
a good
biggest
call.
problem
That's a good
coming
call.
in. If they're not the MVP of this week, then I do think the defense D-line's gonna play really good, but the O-line is the key to the win.
This is a big game, boys. You know, right now Jets on a bye week. Bills might
and
play
we go
without.
into the bye week, so this will
Exactly.
be a good win. Going
Big.
into
Exactly. At least
hopefully
have that
get healthy.
lead.
Oh, and I called it. It's over. Byron Jones gone for the season. There's no way that guy's playing.
No,
They
you
asked
know,
him-
at this point,
What do you mean?
They asked, oh, what are the chances of this guy coming back at this point? He's like, he's
no.
not coming.
Bro, if they
Byron-
ask Mike McDaniels that, I don't believe anything Mike McDaniel says on that
At
podium.
this
I
point,
agree, but
Byron's
still.
making a business decision. He knows he's gone next year, and he's not gonna play. Maybe he'll put 3 games at the end of the season on tape, and if we go to the playoffs, whatever, he'll come in and contribute for that.
Why he's under contract, isn't he?
No, but
No.
listen, that guy, all that money, that's phony money, bro. He's gone. They're no longer gonna pay him that. Well, they might end up keeping Needham,
They're
and
gonna
Cahoon
keep
stepped up.
Needham. Yeah, they're gonna
but
keep Needham.
Byron Jones,
Needham.
he knows they're not gonna continue paying him. I'm making a business decision. I'm gonna play 3 games at the end of the year. Playoffs done. Right off as the sunset, kiddo. Good job. This is all Finn. Make sure to give us a follow at the end. And let's go.
And
We'll see you
disregard
next
any
week.
comments that I said that you don't like. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. I'm messing with you. I actually said that on purpose. So
Close us
Remember,
out.
man, this is all Finn, where we go all in on the Miami Dolphins, baby.
we've been trying to get him to stop. See you next week.
There we go. Okay.